Make sure I delete and record on Friday, my Friday class. All right, lovelies, let's just take our feet into first position. My camera's filthy, I can see all my greasy paw marks on it. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. I've been so busy this week, I've not even managed to upload my Friday video, I don't think. 4 more, 4, oh, Saturday, 3, 2, 1, and then step out again into first, shoulders down, really slow, guys, to really feel like you're sending the hips back, trying to get that bum as close to the back knees as possible. And again, bum backwards, 2, 3, keep going. 5, it's warmer than it looks in here. 6, 7, 8 more for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's just because I know there's a few stiff backs in class, keep the knees soft, and do 4 pelvic circles. I just like watching Serena do pelvic circles. I don't know why, I just do, it always makes me smile. And then 4 the other way, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, well done. Okie dokie. We're just going to get some movement into the back. We're just going to take some nice softness through the knees, take the chin towards the chest, just gently bring the hips backwards, the weight forward, allowing the head just to hang. And take 4 deep breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. And gently restack. Only bring your hands as far as your knees. And then take a cow pose. So arch through the back as you look up. And then round into cat. Try not to overthink it, just imagine that your hands are on the floor like we do a normal cow to cat. 3 more. 2. 1. And then gently back up. Beautiful. Well done. God, it's boiling in here. Okay, I'm always saying that, it's boiling. And then take it out, close your eyes, bring arms overhead, back down, reach in long for 3, 2, 1. Keep eyes closed, guys. Do 4 big circles with the right hand. 4, or right shoulder. 3, 2, 1. And then 4, the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's just do a few weights, guys. Nothing too crazy. Just go gentle to pick both up. If you need to sit, Serena, just sit, sweetheart. Okay, and then we're going to just do alternate, just to take the pressure off of one shoulder. We're just going to go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. What strange weather we're having at the minute. It's like pouring down one minute and then sun the next. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back to centre. A little bit more softness in the knee. Take it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. A little bit of softness in the elbow. Again, a little bit of softness in the knee. Keep the core engaged. Out to abduction. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Into tricep. Again, back. Nice and slow for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Switch sides. And again, 12, 11, 10, 1. Beautiful. Back to first position and into your dumb waiter. Keep that rib cage nice and flat. And 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just bring it up. Last 8, just chest press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then gently down. Beautiful. Just put them to one side. I'm just going to open the front door, guys, because it's, yeah, I think it's just returning a lot of heat, my sugar, with all the hot weather we've had. Okay, just push the palms up to ceiling. Try and keep biceps around your ears just to bring it into that lateral stretch, and then push up. Beautiful. Back to centre the other way. And big circle. One more. And then one arm out in front into that deltoid stretch. Pull it across. Back the other way, the other side, sorry. We won't do balance, Serena, because I think balance, obviously, if you won't be able to balance on that toe. So we'll get down very shortly today. And then up, bringing in. Well done, other side. And beautiful, and just take a couple of little circles, and we'll just do one. This might be hard, Serena, so just see how you go. You might want to keep your feet together, darling. Otherwise, we're just going to put one foot in front of the other, and we're just going to do a little bit of spinal rotation. So we're just going to take our arms out to capital T, keep shoulders down, little bit of kind of length through the chest as well, and just take a rotation. And rotate back to centre, rotate, centre, one more, and then just do a little pulse, 1, 2, 3, taking that hand slightly further back, the other way, 1, 2, 3, back to centre, hands to prayer position, just take that hands up towards the ceiling as high as you can. If you feel confident, close your eyes, but it's not easy, this one. And then gently down, I nearly went then. But you will close your eyes so you shouldn't have seen that. And then do the other side again, shoulders down, reach out, one foot in front of the other, keep that core engaged, rotate, rotate back. And again, and back, rotate, pulse, 1, 2, 3, back to centre, rotate, 1, 2, 3, back into prayer, up towards the ceiling, either just hold or close. I've realised why it's harder than normal. I've just realised I've got my trainers on. And then gently back to centre position. Beautiful, well done. We'll just do a tiny bit of neck, shoulders down. All we're going to do is take right into shoulder, back to centre, left into shoulder, centre, right, centre, left, centre, and then chin retracts and then comes towards the chest and back up to ceiling, and 3 more. And just a rotation, back to centre, rotate, centre, rotate, centre, last one. Good. Now we're going to do, just before we get down, just step, if you can, step, touch, take that arm out and do that nice kind of mobility, sideways figure of 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, circle back the other way, 8, 5, 4, can't count, 3, 2, 1, just check in how that felt, that shoulder joint, and then check the other one, see if it feels very different. My left one always just feels like just not as lovely and kind of fluid. 2, 1, and then back. And you just feel, well I do, that just one side just feels naturally better than the other. 2, and 1. Lovely, well done. Let's come down gently onto the floor, guys. So Paula and knee back were a bit stiff on, so we're actually just going to start with some nice mobility work. So we're just going to do 4 normal bridges. We might do some strength bridge later, but we just want to do 4 mobility bridges and then we'll do some nice supine spine. So just keep that lovely length across the front of your chest, opening up the collarbones, chin towards the chest, feet hip distance apart, and shins pretty much underneath the knees. Maybe walk them away a little bit if that bothers the knee. Take a nice inhale through the nose, and then gently roll the lower back into the mat, pushing the feet down, and feel like, we've not got a ball there today, but feel like you're pushing. Imagine my palms and my inner thighs, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm not squeezing them together, but I'm pushing them in a little bit just to activate the core. We're just going to hold there. Keep pushing in with the inner thighs. Just feel like, imagine that there's a block there and you're trying to squeeze it. Just hold. And then slowly let your spine come down to the mat, allowing any squeeze of the glutes to relax all the way through that imprinted spine, back to neutral. Let's go again, breath in, and again gently roll the lower back into the mat, push the feet firmly in, removing the spine, gently taking the spine away, feeling that you're just squeezing a little bit. Hold, squeeze that imaginary block, breath in, out, in, out, breath in, and slowly, slowly lower. Just really try and visualise. Imagine that you're just naked and you can literally see your spine, your vertebra. Try and move bone by bone as we come back up into bridge. Just got 2 more to go. Knees and shins forward. Imagine that you're squeezing, really activating all this kind of area here. Breath in. Last one, breath in. Let everything relax. Really feel the tension go out of the inner thighs, out of the bottom as we come down. Good, and let's just go into that last one. So again, pelvic imprint, push the feet firmly in, take the spine away, bone by bone. You're lifting your hips high on your shoulder blades. You're pushing your knees and your shins forward, feeling like you're really squeezing through the inner thighs. Hold. Take a big in-breath. And gently, gently start bringing your spine back down, bone by bone. Beautiful. And then just let's hug them knees into chest. Really relax into it. I've just said to Finn, good, he's supposed to be kind of trying to research the company and what an engineer does. And then I said, will you take Coco out? And then I said, will you just tidy your room? He's like, blooming heck, Mum, I'm doing a lot. I'm like, hey, this is my 4th class of the day. And he went, oh, it must be so hard working out for a living. How rude. And then gently down. And then just take your hands out to capital T, glue your legs together, take the knees to the right, the head to the left. I started at 7 this morning. Back to centre. And the other way. I've got my lovely Don to massage this afternoon, my lovely 94-year-old. He's amazing. We should introduce him to Richard's mum, Paula. and then over and back. 94, he still goes fly fishing, he still practices the plank, martial arts, I love it. And then back to centre position, and lovely. And then we're just going to take our arms down by our side. Again, we're just going to try and just get some nice core work in. So really make sure that you are giving yourself your big pelvic imprint releases to find that neutral spine. Core works much better with the rib cage down, pubic bone, belly button level without squeezing the lower back in and without pushing the pelvis forward. So with that in mind, we'll just work on the mat for a change. Bring the right leg up to tabletop and the left. You shouldn't have your trainers on, guys, apologies, don't mind. Draw the tummy in, take the right leg out. It's because I did a hip class this morning. Back to centre and then the other way. And just, I don't know, whatever your vice is, guys, you know, if you're motivated by money or you're motivated by finding world peace or whatever, just imagine that everything's going to be all right if we keep our pelvis still. So don't allow the pubic bone to edge forward. Keep drawing the tummy in. Scooping belly button in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And beautiful, just hook those knees into chest. Again, have a little roll around. Roll the other way. It's still recording, so maybe I just did press record last time, guys. And then gently down. And then just lay yourself nice and flat. Give yourself a minute, just, you know, to think about posture. So directly, if you open your eyes, then you really should be seeing the straight above or slightly in front eye. Sometimes I'm a bit like this, so I have to really, because of my neck issue, really kind of feel like I am moving my neck to lengthen. Shoulders down, you try not to let them roll in. Rib cage in and down, so we're going to do some chest lifts, so rib cage preferably on the mat, little gap underneath the lumbar spine and bottom, obviously on the mat. Take your hands underneath your head, interlink your fingers, thumbs into the nape of the neck, elbows out wide. Keep that navel into spine, scooped in, and then lift up. Try, some people just lift up to here, that's not going to do much. Lift higher, lower, 3/4. Lift up, so try and keep the ribs together if you can. Keep drawing that belly in, out, breath up, in, breath down, keep going, elbows in your peripheral view, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back to centre. And just relax. And then just take arms down by your side again. And just imagine there's a pen on your nose. Just make some little circles with your nose. Circle back. And beautiful. And let's just gently roll over onto our tummies. Yeah, before we even start any prone work, we're just going to take our hands onto the side of our head and we're just going to bend the knees and we're going to take a couple of windscreen wipes, or more than a couple. half a dozen windscreen wipes just to release any tension in the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, and beautiful. And then we're just going to take our hands down by our sides. We're going to push our pubic bone down into the mat. We're going to draw our belly in, slide our fingertips down, lift our chest and our head a little bit away. I'm going to keep my legs down. If you want to lift them, you can. Make sure you don't go into a banana back there, only lift a little bit. And then take right arm out to capital T and back to centre. And left, keep drawing that tummy in and centre. Both arms together and centre. Let's go again. Right, back, left, back. Both together. And relax back down. Have a little wiggle. Let's go again. Push your pubic bone down. Slide the fingertips down. Belly button engaged. Lift up. Right arm out. Hold. Back to centre. Left. Centre. Both together. Centre. Again. Right. Centre. Left. Centre. Both together. Centre. Lower back down. Have a little wiggle. One more time. Push your pubic bone down. Slide the fingertips. Length through the crown of the head. Take it. 1. Back in. 2. Both together, back again, 1, 2, both together, and relax back down again. Just allow windscreen wipes side to side. And then just take your right foot and just, if I'm falling off the mat, and then just pull that heel into bottom. If you can't feel anything, for some reason my quads feel alright, push your pubic bone down and then just lift the quadricep away. And then back to centre. And just switch again, push your pubic bone down, lift the quad away. And beautiful. And just take your hands by your side, just push yourself up, lean yourself back into a child's pose. Just because again, I know there's a few iffy backs today, and just rest into that position. Maybe I sometimes like to have a little sway side to side. Sometimes indicates there's a little bit more tightness through the SI joint on one side more than the other. And then walk both arms round to one side. Take the top hand, interlink over the bottom. Take a nice breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one. And switch sides. Lovely. Let's do some side leg on each side, and then we can do some nice cat to cows, and yeah, any of you use my sugar groups. So let's just create that lovely length in the waist or lift in the waist, should I say. Lift up that bottom waist, lengthen that top leg. I thought we were supposed to be awful today, but it's nice, isn't it? And then we're going to lift and lower. Lift, you can take arm over if you prefer. Just make sure you're not rocking through that top hip. 3, 4, 5, more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, and let's take it slightly back and drop again. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Have a little rest by just pulling it in. And then we're going to keep that leg, this thigh, in line with this hip bone. Okay, we're not rotating externally, we're just lifting and lowering. Lifting, lowering. 10 more. 10, 9, work that booty. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. 1, well done. We'll leave it at that. We'll take it over. We'll give a nice, in fact, let's do piriformis stretch. I did this with some girls this morning. They were like, woo! So leg into tabletop. Just use the opposite hand to pull over and then push. So pull, opposite, push. And you might not even have to push. That might be enough. And then take the hand off of there, onto the side, bring it over, and just have that supine spine. Just rest into this one a bit. Feels a bit tight, Paula, just rock it a little bit to release. And just because I know sometimes this can just pull a bit on the groin, as you come back, just take the foot of that leg and open it up by just taking the sole of the foot into the opposite leg, and maybe just give it a little bit of a rub, or rub-a-dub-dub, and beautiful, well done. Nice and slowly, just grab the back of the hamstrings, just bend and stretch. If you've got your band, you can use it. I forgot to get my band, that's all. 3, 4, 5, 6, hold it up, flex and point, in and out, and then just circle through the foot, circle back, and lovely. Oh, but it's still recording. And then back up, and then switch, beautiful. And again, over, softening that bottom knee to give this lovely lift. Try not to flop down. So just to engage the core a bit more, push that top foot away, push the bottom hand away. We are lifting and lowering. Lifting. Oh, I hope Janet's getting lovely weather in Angles. Is it Angles that she's in, I think? 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going, the wedding's at Shrewsbury, like I say, but I think it's on the Welsh border, apparently. I'm rubbish with our country. I know much more about kind of Spain and Italy and Portugal. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, bring it slightly back, drop, lift, drop. Make sure you're having that little hold before you drop it back down. That's it. 4, 5, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's like a pleasurable pain, isn't it, side leg? And then just pull in. I've done it, I think, twice already today. Yeah, if my back ever goes, I'll be well peed off with all the gluey stuff I do. I'm aiming to, because I'm only little, I'm aiming to, I got measured probably a few months ago. I did this thing for Seacroft Hospital, like a trial thing. They were looking at people's bones and all that kind of stuff. And I was the same height as I've always been. So I'm hoping that Pilates will make me not shrink at all as I get older. So that everyone else is really little who aren't been doing Pilates, and I might be average size then. And then drop and lift. Drop, lift. Drop, lift. My oldest son just laughs. He finds it hilarious when he stood next to me. Alright, you little titch. I don't know if you saw that picture of me in Seville, Serena, but I was stood next to Mace and he's such a big unit. I looked like about 12 next to him, provided you didn't look too close at the face. And again for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, to be tall, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, well done. Probably didn't hurt you as much as it has done me today. And then again, tabletop, pull, push. Depends which way you want to think about it. Some people prefer to push and pull, but as long as it's getting that little pesky muscle in the butt, hold. And then take an arm out, bring it over, turn the head. Back to centre. Again, take that sole of the foot, just allow it to open up. Yeah, a bit of a rub. And then just take feet really wide of the mat and just gently take it in and out. In and out. And then try and keep one foot super still as you just bring the other knee in. Hold. And the other side. One more. And again. So that Daisy playing up. And then come onto your front. And we'll just do 6 counter cats. And it's in my diary that it's Monday at 12, guys. But Serena, if you want to give me a reminder. Remember that time when I forgot class? It only happened once. I literally just forgot. It was Wednesday at 12:30. About 3 years ago. And then take the hips up nice and high, chin towards the chest. Just take the right heel down, hold that deep, deep stretch. Left heel down. Right heel. Left. One more. Hold. Left. And take your feet either side of the mat. Walk your hands towards your feet. Little bit of softness. Gently, gently up to standing. And fabulosa. Thank you so much. Slightly shorter today.